Excuse me. In this video, we're going to go over the reference implementations, implementation of requesting attachments using attachment codes. So as we described in an earlier video, for solicited attachments, we're going to use both the request attachment button and the submit solicited attachments button. So let's get started. We'll click on request attachments. That's the first part of a solicit attachment. You request, the payer requests an attachment from the provider, and then subsequently the provider will submit the requested attachment. So here we go. So first of all, we're going to do this with attachment codes. We have a selection box. We'll do in a subsequent video. We're going to show you how to do it with questionnaires. In this one, we're going to use attachment codes. So first of all, we're going to select a claim or a prior auth. So we're going to select one of the pre-loaded ones. You can always load your own. And in this particular claim, we have a single line item, and we are going to request, as a payer, we are going to request a attachment. And so we're going to pick a code from our LOINC attachment code list. Let's pick, I don't know, maybe a surgical note or something like that. Let's see what we got here. There's progress, surgery, summary. There we go. Surgical operation note. That looks good. We'll go ahead and assign it to the first line item, although it could be assigned to the entire claim. We're not going to do signatures, although signatures are supported in the reference implementation, and we'll cover that in a subsequent video. Okay, here's just a preview of what we have in our task. So we're creating a task, and here's all the data that is in that task. And it's going to be, hey, get me this. This is going to be a code. Get me this information from this code. We're going to send it off to the provider by clicking this button right here. Okay, so we're creating the task. The task is sent. It was successfully created and posted to the provider's endpoint. And by clicking this OK button, we're going to continue by going to the provider side and submitting the information back to the payer. Okay, so here we're back at our home screen. We're going to go to this next button, the submit solicited attachment button. Click on that. It's going to show us a list of all the submissions requests that the provider has, and we're going to take this most recent one. The most recent one. Just let me refresh this. Is that the most recent one? Let's go back. I guess that's the most recent one. And these are all the attachment requests using codes. Down here below, we have a bunch of attachment requests using questionnaire. So, excuse me. So let's go up here. It's 2024-01-03. So this is the latest one. We're going to click on this button. You can actually download it and view it if you wish, but we're going to go right here, and we're going to actually continue the workflow by going ahead and submitting back the information as requested. The payer requested for this particular claim a surgical operation note. Signature not requested. Here's the claim. So we're going to go into our repository, and we can select one of these pre-selected, or we have a bunch of pre-selected clinical notes that you can select from, and we're going to pick this first one here. We're going to go ahead and put it back on line item 1, and so we have that. We can actually go back, and you can actually select your own attachment using your local folder if you wish, but we have some already nicely packaged here for you already. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and submit this. With the submit button right here. Okay, so it says here, okay, so the task on the provider side was updated to completed. That's good. We created a parameters resource on the provider side, and we have submitted the information. So down here is this surgical note, and that surgical note is a binary file, and it's been converted to a base64 file. And then above that, in the parameters resource, we have all the meta information, things like payer, provider, organization, claim, stuff like that. So it's been sent off to the payer. The payer gets it. They say, hey, we got this. The claim was found, and the attachment was saved, and they updated the claim as well. and they actually, in the background, they're creating a document reference to that attachment, and they are going to reference that in their claim. So if you inspect this closely, you'll see an attachment was added to the claim. If you look at it before and after, you'll see there's been an update to the claim. This last part, again, is not part of CDex, but it's just part of the reference implementation to complete the cycle. So we have a claim. We request more information for the claim for a pair, and then the provider submits that claim, and then we update the claim with that information. We use and you can read about all those fun details in the implementation guide. Okay.